This is Kelly with Kelly Tennant and Associates, and we're rounding out our discussion this month talking about if I were a strategic planning facilitator for the US government, what are some things I would want to implement? Hypothetically, obviously, if I had the ability to implement them, I know as a strategic facilitator, it's not our job to necessarily implement, but what are some things that I would want to change or look at in terms of changing the organization? The last piece is probably one of my favorite pieces, but measurement. So we're doing all of this stuff. How do we know if it's working? And I think that, interestingly enough, I think for a lot of organizations, our national congressional team as well, measurement is very hard, and lack of measurement, I think, leads to a lot of inefficiency and waste. And so how can we really button those things up? Measurement, again, KPIs, I think, is a good focus point, and it allows us to see what's working, what's not. Are we aligned towards our strategy, and what are we working towards, and what's actually happening? Our plan should define those measurable objectives, action statements. So what are we going to actionably do? And then what are our measurements for success? So what are those key performance indicators that we should be looking at, and how should we select them? As I mentioned, I think this would help with a lot of waste, a lot of red tape we currently experience. And if we were able to define collectively as a group, as an organization, what we're really measuring, we would be able to see more clearly where these gaps are happening. This would also help hold stakeholders accountable. So in any organization, stakeholders need to be accountable, and it would hold them accountable to the public and give the public ability to have feedback. How would the government incorporate feedback into their process? Maybe it's creating some sort of committee amongst the general public to give feedback. So I think that these assessments would really help align and inform future planning, and would allow the plan to be agile, and therefore would allow for adjustments, because things happen. We know that things happen, and sometimes organizations have to shift. So with that, I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the chat box, send us a message. You can follow us at kellytennant.com for more content like this, and you can subscribe to our newsletter. We'll see you soon.